Welcome back to another Warframe video, and today I want to show you guys my Wukong build. Alright, lately you guys been asking me, where's the Wukong build? Can you please do one? Here it is. So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys my Wukong build. Alright, and first thing I want to say is that if Wukong did not get nerfed back then, I feel like Wukong would have been so much better. But I feel like that nerf that he got once his Prime version came out, it fall off. All right, it's like a whole fall off. All right, the fourth ability is just not that great, honestly. It doesn't do a lot of damage. All right, you can see the red crits coming in, but I think before, Wukong used to be definitely the best. All right, where you can actually do end game with his fourth ability, Iron Staff. All right, I know I have Wukong Prime here, but it does not matter which Wukong you are using, original or Prime version, this will work regardless, okay? So, one thing I do want to let you guys know is that I have put an forma on Wukong because I wanted to try the strength. I wanted to see more strength on Wukong and see if this will really work out and try to do more damage for the fourth ability. And I also have helmet system in here as well. All right, I have switched out the Cloud Walker with the Empower. All right, Empower is like growing power, obviously 25% damage on your next ability, so that's what that does. It's just different, obviously. All right, I think it is just different. I'm not really for sure, but I think growing power and Empower are literally the same. It's just that Empower's ability, just like growing power is, so it's whatever. Anyways, this build that I have is great but not so great at the same time, because the way that Wukong was nerfed when Wukong Prime came out, it just made it so much even worse than what it is. Wukong had a nerf back like maybe years ago, probably 5 years ago or 3 years ago, when his Prime was ready to be set to be released, and he got a rework. So the first ability used to be, I think it was called Iron Jab, where it just threw his staff at somebody or an enemy, and that got switched to I don't even know how to say the word, so I'm not even gonna pronounce it, but basically he could, you know, bring out his twin clone. All right, so that's the ability I got replaced with that. And he also got some other nerfs that I wasn't even aware, and that probably was the fourth ability as well, because the fourth ability was too powerful, too much of an end game where it had to be changed. So I'm guessing that's where Iron Staff is no longer the king, or he is no longer the king of the Staff King, because it's just terrible now. But I have to say, so as far as seeing red crits in this build, it does pretty well, but not so great. All right, but you can actually do some pretty great damage with it, but not as the point where you want to do end game with it. So let's go ahead and take a look at my build. Here's my build for Wukong. So for Wukong Prime, I have Steel Charge as the aura, because with the melee damage, you want to get as much melee damage as it is. All right, don't use growing power, because growing power is just going to increase the strength, but it's not really going to be affecting anything. I think you want to aim for melee damage, because you are using the melee. And I try to throw as much as, you know, a strength on there as possible, but I feel like with the strength, it's not really going to be doing much. And now I just try to increase the strength with Augur Secrets, because let's just see how that does. But anyways, I feel like it's not going to turn out as great, because regardless, this build, or I should say Wukong in overall, is just the stats, his nerfed, it just all falls apart. It doesn't even matter whether you just throw a bunch of strength on there. It's just not going to make any difference, because he's just got nerfed very terribly. So everything else on there, you can obviously switch out anything you want for adaptation, because adaptation is, you know, it kind of reflects or rejects some impact or whatever it is. Basically what I'm trying to get at is that, you know, it kind of, I forgot what I'm trying to say here with adaptation, but you guys get the picture with the adaptation. You already know the mod, so go ahead and check out the mod for yourself. But anyways, you can switch that out for any other mod you want. If you don't see something you like in there, go ahead and switch that out for adaptation. I didn't have adaptation in there because I wanted to put more strength on the build to see how it would work out, but I feel like it did not really do anything to it. It just made it I don't know, it kind of feel like it cancels everything out, so it's whatever. Anyways, that is the build. Now I'm gonna show you guys my Iron Staff build. Well, that's my Wukong Prime build. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. That's how I build my Wukong Prime. Sorry if you wasn't expecting that. It's because Wukong has been nerfed in the past, and I think that's what made it more challenging, is to build the Iron Staff for, you know, Wukong. And then it's just like, on top of that, the strength, everything, the stats are just terrible. So there's not much you can really do there with Wukong Prime, but if it's close enough, please leave a comment down below if you did like the build. Anyways, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You know you guys can always hit me up. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.